This is the truck I was talking about. That somebody flew from the window outside bush. This is the truck. Oh, they don't run. And now this place, you know, run later anywhere now. Now here the phone now. Jesus.
And I just stop you just now, just stop you, say make you go to let me to the guy that come here.
Don't let the see video in. Don't let the see video. Don't let the see video. Carry your phone down.
Look at the Sienna here. Look at the Sienna here and the men on Tutua. Who's your body in this country? Look at these ladies. I don't know if they were raped or not. Oh God. Yeah, on Okigwe now, going to Okigwe like this.
Go.
Calm down there. Calm down.
Wherever you are watching us from, this is Extreme News Niger. Wherever you are, please like, subscribe, on your notification, and comment, because it's very, very important. I remember my humble self, that Biafran evangelist, the one you know. Now listen and listen good. It is very, very obvious and very, very good news that in Okigwe today, the Okigweans have risen up from their slumber, you know, and the part of the Enugu too have woken up. You know, they have the governors in Enugu in Imo State, which, you know, governs Okigwe too. And if you watch the Okigwe, the Imo State governor, the recent video now, what he has come to say, he has come out to Bodre and begin to kind of sound the music of apology to the Igbos, to the IPOB, and to the ESN, and to the people at large in the Southeast generally. Why? Because he made a statement that somehow touches based on the previous accusation and allegation leveled against IPOB as a result of his attitude and contribution against the Igbos, the IPOB. He said that most of those, you see those killings that took place as at that time was not actually the IPOB that committed those crimes. That means the Fulanis are the one that they are using. You know, I've been saying it time without number, that the Fulanis are the one that they are conniving with, and they're the one they are using to kill. By the time they finish killing, even those soldiers that they killed, they murdered in Aba, in Abia State, those 4 soldiers that warranted Sidias Musa and Co to start kidnapping the youth of Igbo. These are the things, agreement to reach with all these governors in the East. You understand? Now, that is why, as he come out to open up to confess, now people are seeing the truth of what I have already said. They connect with them, they use them to commit that crime and put it, you know, upon the ESN or the IPOB, that they are the one that commit. Now, look at the recent video now, you know, saying it that they are not the one that have committed such, all those things. I give atrocity. Glory be to God. And today now, Okigwe youth now, I give kudos to them, because they have actually woken up based on the fact that the DG of the DSS have said it, that everybody should entitle himself with something in order to defend himself from this Fulani terrorism groups. Because he went ahead and, in addition to his statement, he said that Nigerian police will not be everywhere, neither army going to be everywhere. So, in other words, you will find something to defend yourself before the arrival of the armed men or the uniformed men per se. You understand? So, what the Okigwe people has done, the youth has done, is a very good kudos, and it's a huge, you know, improvement, and it's a testimony that I've been waiting for, and I'm happy about to hear this. And second, another thing I want to say is this, and I want to know, where are they, those Fulanis that they disarmed? Did they hand them over to police? Because if they should hand them over to the police, they should have this at the back of their mind, that they have secured their life, and those ones are coming again to attack. They should be very, very vigilant, and they should be fully prepared, because these people that they have disarmed is coming in another formation, in another pattern. Look at what happened in Edo State. Those 16 that was killed, you understand? So look at the way they reinforce themselves against the Edo people, you understand? In Urome, to be precise. So since they disarm them and they hand them over to police, or have they not hand them over to police? Because this issue like this is in two ways. You say they have been disarmed, then what was their end? Did they carry out the justice on them, or did they hand them over to police? Because handing them over to the police is more of, giving them more hope to reinforce and come back again. But to giving them the justice, that is the meaning of you defend yourself. Oh. That is what it means. Judge them before they judge you. That is the meaning of defend yourself. But you, the Okigwes, take note of this. This is my humble advice. Please, do not sleep. Do not sleep. Since it has gotten to this level or this point, do not sleep. Equip yourself the more. Fortify yourself the more. And get yourself up to 95-99% ready for what is about to come again from those people.
Okay, but you said if the police were to arrest these people, that after some time they will secure their release. But do you not think some saying the Nigerian military and even the Nigerian police are they work together?
Conniving with these people. They are working together. They are partnering together. If they are not partnering together, what is holding Nigerian government to tag them terrorists? How else do people will you behave, or will some group will react before you call them a terrorist? Then you wake up and call IPOB a terrorist. People that have not killed anybody in Yoruba land, or that have never even go to the north to kill, or to Middle Belt to kill anybody, or to act anything. As you can see, the Nigerian boy called Hope Uzodinma, have come out and air the truth that the IPOB are not responsible for what has been happening. So who are actually the real terrorists? They have not even tagged them terrorists. But the people that are not terrorists are the people they are calling terrorists out of what? Hatred. So you people that are waking up, please don't sleep and don't go slumbering. Those governors cannot help, and Nigerian police cannot help you. Don't depend. There is no hope again in Nigerian police. There is no hope again in the military, because militaries are there, they are operating. When they are not there, they will definitely, what do you expect? They will operate more. So military are partner, and the military cannot even do anything. How Sidious Musa condemn them? That is to tell you they are partnering. And you watch them, anyone that they release, they will say you have repented. They will add them to Nigerian military. They will include them to Nigerian police, include them to Nigerian force. And they will go there, still continue the same atrocity that they have been doing. So, you see why I said we have lost confidence in police? Even we have lost confidence in giving a report back to Nigerian police. Because they themselves are not doing what they're supposed to do. They are not treating the matter the way it should. And since it has gotten to this level, so definitely it has come to the level whereby we should be the one to judge any matter that comes to our table.
But there was this trending video of a Nigerian police, coming out to say that the government warned the forces, the military and the police, not to go against or retaliate against the bandits. He said the government are the one sponsoring. Even a pastor even said it. He said the government are the ones sponsoring these bandits to go against Nigerians, like so that they can forget the economic hardship in the country. Do you agree with that?
Yes, in a way, in a way, at a point, I'm supposed to concur with that. I should agree with that, because I remember in the previous government, Muhammadu Buhari tenure, I've heard many, soldiers that said that they have, even police, some of them said they saw where all these Boko Haram bandits are, doing something. They intend to, act as a police, whose duty is to protect life and property, even some military that whose duty is to protect the citizens. If they want to react based on what they are being trained of or told or instructed, so the boss will not tell them that they have not gotten any power from above. You know, it rained that time during Buhari tenure. Power from above, power from above, power from above. It becomes a ringing bell. They have not gotten power from above to react. On that note, so bandits, Fulanis will be doing what they are doing, and nobody, even the military, will not react. So that's why I said I concur with what he said. Actually, they were given instruction not to go against those people because they have been used as an instrument by the government in one way or the other based on what is on the ground. You understand me? To achieve one or two things to their own, you know, personal belief and personal interest. That is what I see there. And that is why they are not being seriously, you know, handled. You have to remember during the time of Jirika, under the tenure of this man, was Goodluck Jonathan. You know, the Northern group rose up, including Buhari, said that Jonathan want to retaliate what happened during the Biafran war, that their people are being killed. And whereas the man was fighting against this Boko Haram, and they were seriously dealt with in order to curb their excesses. But look at the way they came up with it. And today, had it been that they allowed Ihejirika to carry out all these things, wouldn't have escalated to this level. You understand? They would have been seriously, you know, curbed. But for you to know that they have something interior in their own, you know, they have an aim to achieve, and that aim is to Islamize this country. You understand? So, and this man want to stand against them. That's why they use that politically to stop that intention, so that they will carry out now they are killing. Name, is there any part apart from them that used to talk the north? In the east, in the west, yeah, nobody stand up to speak against the Fulanis or to go against their evil activities. Have you seen anyone? If you speak now, Tinubu will rise up and say, look at the killing, 16 of them that they killed, they give jungle justice. Tinubu now send this thing, troop against Urume. But these people have been killing, even in Plateau State, as I speak to you yesterday. Now, do you know how many people they have killed? Do you know how many people they have killed in Benue? As I speak to you, correct now, today. But to Mr. President now, what did he do and what is he planning to do? Nothing. So for you to see that there is something actually that is, Baba, I don't know, in this country.
Okay, lastly, do you think that Petamba, a lot of people have come and say that Petamba is the worst governor in the Southeast? Do you agree with that?
Of course, you don't need to even argue that one. Petamba is the worst governor. You understand me? Hope Uzodinma was the worst governor, but as you can see now, for a very long time now, you discover that Hope Uzodinma is running away, to engage himself in his initial activity for a very long, especially from toward the end of last year. You understand? Hope Uzodinma went back, he withdrew. But currently now, Mba claim to have every CCTV camera that watches over Enugu State. You understand? But yet, he was not able to capture all the Fulanis and their atrocities. And at the same time, even after carrying out their evil activities, he have never for one day prosecute any of them, not even one, up to date. So you see why we say, or we are like seeing him as the worst governor ever, even the worst government ever taking place in the whole Southeast.
If you want to be noticed today in Nigeria, call yourself one thing. You can give yourself even Ibozurume. When we were doing Ibozurume, take one name now. Just write Simon Ekpa. You drag Simon Ekpa to Washington. You drive Simon Ekpa. Man, it may appear. If you want to advertise your organization, and you have been trying, and nobody is listening to you. If you want your organization to be published on Nigerian newspaper, write that Simon Ekpa, that you are taking Simon Ekpa to the highest court in the world. Man, you are going to appear on Vanguard. Just send it to Vanguard.
Yes, Simon Ekpa is not going anywhere. Simon Ekpa is not going anywhere. Simon Ekpa is not going anywhere.
So
Bianca has been defeated. Peter Mba has been nailed. Colonel Musa has met his Waterloo. Simon Ekpa isn't ain't gonna go nowhere. It's going nowhere.
Submitting evidence against
Thank you so much. Let me just give you, good light, some light, and better explanation on Simon Ekpa's issue with Nigeria, which started since the incarceration of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 2021. That was when Nigerians began to get experience of the man from Ebonyi State by name Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa was not known, nobody in Nigerian political terrain before, until when Nnamdi Kanu was illegally abducted by Nigerian government from Nairobi, Kenya into Nigeria. Now we began to hear about Simon Ekpa Njoko. So what I'm trying to say is to throw light on how come this man came into the limelight, political limelight of Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu was illegally renditioned from Nairobi by the then regime of Muhammad Buhari. Yeah, the Chief Justice of the Federation then, Tanko, the Attorney General of the Federation then, Abubakar Malami, and then the Minister of Information then, Mohammed, Mr. Liar that tells lie from the axis of Kwara. He is from Kwara State. He's a liar. And he has now hidden under what? Where we don't know. We don't know where Lai Mohammed is staying now. Listen and listen good. They abducted Nnamdi Kanu illegally from Nairobi, Kenya because he's an Igbo man. Listen and listen good. And Simon Ekpa was not happy about what is going on in Nigeria then. He came in to replace Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and actually he has done well. If not that Ekpa has come into the political limelight of Nigeria in that regard, Nnamdi Kanu would have been a gunman. They would have by him, disalived him, unalived him, and they neutralized him. YouTube knows what I'm doing or what I'm saying. Even most of our viewers actually know that what I mean by pie is killing. Simon Ekpa now came in and actually studied everything that is going on in Igbo land and find out that Fulani oligarchy, Janjaweeds, Marudas, after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu speculation, prediction, and prophecy that the Fulanis were about to take over the whole Nigeria using arms, AK-47, AK-49, pump action, invading various farmland, farm slums in Benue, in Anambra, in Plateau State, Kogi, Benue. Ekpa took it upon himself and make sure that he became Biafran Prime Minister in exile. What do I mean? There's no how Finland will not tell me or will tell me or should tell me that they don't know that Ekpa is representing Igbo man in their country. Ekpa was our Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister, a president of any region, the security of that region is handed over to that Prime Minister or President to take care of. The Chief Security Officer of Igbo land from 2021, 2022, 2023, 4, 5 currently is Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. So that's why he is our Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. No matter what happened in Igbo land, if bloody or not bloody, you shouldn't ask him why. He was doing good work to keep his people. Igbo land is his. We are all his subjects. The Fulanis are doing business, continuing from where bloody Ottoman and Fodio jihadists stopped in 18th century. Kidnapping and killing, introducing banditry, and brought down the Hausa locals, Hausa tribe in 1804. And that was how Hausa fell, and the Igbo man refused to fall. Hausa was brought down. Igala man refused to go down. Hausa was overcome, conquered, and subdued. Igala man, Igbo man, actually stood firm. That was Simon Ekpa started his own what? What do I say? His own regime. What do I try to say? His own regime. Ekpa, his own era, Igbo land was over-secured. And I can tell you now that after putting him on house arrest in Finland, Igbos died in their large number. From last year, November, till date, we are in what? Month of April. Igbos died in their thousands. Fulani headers, they invaded all the communities in Simon Ekpa's country home, Ebonyi State. Federal government of Nigeria has never done anything about it. Federal government of Nigeria were standing afar, watching to see how Igbo man will be what? Exterminated, extincted, and what? Removed out of existence in the southeastern Nigeria. But what happened was that Ekpa was in there. There are some leftover of Simon Ekpa forces that are still doing good work in Igbo land to sustain that land, that region. So what are we saying? There's no how Finland is going to extradite Ekpa. It is a lie. See, it is one of the many speculations. It is one of the many political heresy, political rumors, political ihenwa, hocus pocus, to put crisis, confusion, and commotion among the southeasterners, among the south-south, among the southwest. Simon Ekpa will never, ever be extradited. It is a lie. Why? Finland has seen enough evidences why Simon Ekpa shouldn't be renditioned from Finland into Nigeria. Renditioning Simon Ekpa into Nigeria will amount to the same thing to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's rendition into Nigeria. They violated Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Are they about to violate Simon Ekpa again? The whole earth will break into two. Because the whole Biafran veterans in America should come home. Let us have military confrontation with Federal Republic of Nigeria, because it has gotten out of hand. You keep on molesting, keep on marginalizing, keep on harassing, keep on exploiting Igbo man. Because why? Fulani comprises 75% of Nigerian military. They actually believe that Yoruba are not there, Igbos are not there, Uruba are not there. That's why they are harassing, violating, raping our women. When the soldiers we have are fighting headers, Fulani headers, they fight with levity, they fight with mercy, they fight with that kind of weakness, because the Fulani headers are their brothers. If you send the police or Nigerian military to go and confront the Fulani headers in the bush, you are a failure. They can't do anything. On getting to that place, they will change to their Fulani language, Fufudi. And other tribes among the soldiers, the Fulani tribes who are Nigerian soldiers, will be shooting from behind, buying, disaliving Nigerian soldiers. Because they work hand in hand, they work hand with hand, line on the same line with Nigerian Fulani soldiers in our military. So that's why I'm telling you that Simon Ekpa will never ever be rendition. We don't have such pact or military, treaty with Finland. There's no how it could be possible. It is one of the many political agenda going on in Nigeria. One of the many political rumors, speculations going on in Nigeria recently. It is impossible. Simon Ekpa will never be rendition into Nigeria. Why? There are many evidences that the Fulanis are the bandits, the headers and are the terrorists. Even largely Boko Haram insurgents, the Fulanis are. Nobody has that right, international jurisprudence, to rendition Ekpa into Nigeria. Okay.
Mr. Ralph, before Nigeria can even think about extraditing Simon Ekpa, they have to, fulfill 4 procedures, which are, one, they must not violate Simon Ekpa human rights. Number 2, they must prove that he's a terrorist, and number 3, Finland will have the right to extradite him if they are violating human rights. And number 4, every protocol,
should be met.
Followed. Yes, every
should be
met. Law should be met.
Yes.
And again, the ICC will be fully involved.
Thank you.
Number 1, do you think that Nigeria wants to even go to the ICC?
No. The reason why Nigeria should not go to ICC, is that ICC has been oftentimes, many years, indicting Nigeria. Nigeria has been indicted by ICC. Why? They invited them, Nigerians, to come and answer to their crime against Nigerian people, against humanity. Various times, Nigeria could not go. Sergeant Musa did not go. Colonel Musa could not go to ICC. Now they expect Ekpa to be extradited from Finland. Finland will not do that. Ekpa will not come. When Mohammed refused to go to the mountain should come to Mohammed. But if Mohammed said no, he won't go to mountain. The mountain will refuse absolutely going to Mohammed. So it is well balanced. I'm telling you that it can work. There's no how Nigeria will miss stop with the extradition procedures and process. Because during the process of doing that, Nigerian government will be indicted. He that swallows Odala seed, African cherry, must consider the shape of his anus. You are trying to indict Ekpa. Actually, you have indicted him. Have you gotten any substantiated evidence? On doing so, you will have yourself entrapped into the same crime.
Okay, but we've seen, during when the former commissioner of police, Kari was being wanting to extradite to US. We saw that the Buhari government didn't allow that to happen. So why do you think that the final, yes, Abakari, why do you think that the final government will finally betray and bring Simon Ekpa down to Nigeria with what is currently the insecurity that is currently going on in Nigeria?
Yeah, once upon a time, a country that actually refused to extradite his public office holder in the person of Abakari into the United States of America. Do you know why? Over cyber crime issue. Nigeria refused to answer to what CIA, FBI, and the American government under the watch of Joe Biden, Mumu. They could not answer to what Joe Biden actually demanded. To extradite the super cop, Abakari, who in connivance with Abbas, Huch Puppy, duped many American companies. They came in, Buhari refused.